happy November because I'm posting this in November, but it is October 31st at 10:28 p.m. And I just finished book number 18 of October. I read 18 books this month. I probably will never do this again. I don't know. Like I'm so proud of myself. It wasn't even like a competition, but whatever. So let's do my October recap. I will post my graphic from Storygraph up there, but I am prepared with my list. I actually wrote this list when I was only at 14, and I planned on reading 2 more, and then I read 2 more. I'm gonna go in order from the first of the month through the end. Most of these are Frida McFadden's because I'm almost through all the Fridas, like I told you. So first up we have Never Lie by Frida McFadden. I give this a 4.5 stars. I actually really like this one. I love when it's like a little spooky ooky. Like they're all mostly thrillers, but like sometimes they're more like spooky than the other ones. Then I read The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden. Gave that a 4.5. The Wife Upstairs by Frida McFadden. I gave that a 4 stars. The Teacher by Frida McFadden, I gave it a 4 stars, but I almost might even bump it down to a 3.75. I feel like everyone really hyped that book up, and it's not one of my favorites. It's a Frida book, but it's just not the top of my Frida list, so it's okay. The Crash by Frida McFadden, I did really enjoy that one. I gave it a 4.5. Then I took a pause. I read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood for book club. I gave that a 4 stars. I am a fan of the show. I had obviously seen the show before I read the book, which I do feel like impacted my like thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the book. However, it just goes with the times. Then I went back to Frida. I read Do You Remember by Frida McFadden. I gave that a 3.75. I will also say, I don't have any 5-star reads this month. I didn't have any last month either, which I think is okay. I'm getting better at not giving books 5 stars. Then I read Taurus Season by Brent Weaver that recently came out. I gave it a 4 stars. I can't wait to read the next one. Again, Brent stays in her lane, and I like that. Like, I love what she writes. Keep writing it. Then I read Fearful by Lauren Roberts, and I gave it a 3 stars. I probably could give it less than that, but I really don't believe in going under 3 stars. I never was really interested in reading it, but I guess I had it on hold, and so since I got it, I read it. I wish I hadn't. I don't think it gives anything. You don't need to read it. Not only does it not give anything, I did not enjoy it. That one, yeah. So I have not read Powerful. Is that the other like novella? I don't know how people feel about that one, but I don't think I'm gonna read that one either. I like the Powerless series, but I didn't like the novella. So, and then I went back to Frida. I read Ward D by Frida McFadden. Gave that a 4.5. Anytime again that she does medical stuff, I generally really like it. Then I read Dead Med by Frida McFadden. Gave that a 4 stars as well. Then I read An Embroidery of Souls by Ruby Martinez. It's a new book. She will be on the podcast, and we will be interviewing her. It was very good. I talked about it in my What Are You Reading Wednesday video. It's a fantasy that is different than what I feel like we're getting right now in fantasy. I love what we're getting in fantasy right now, but they are very similar. This one is different. Also, it's a standalone, I believe. I don't know. I'm going to ask if this is supposed to be a standalone, but I feel like a lot of times going into fantasy, I pretty much know that I'm not going to get everything out of this first book. There will be more that I have to read, which kind of is good, but it sucks. So it was nice to read a book that could be a standalone. I gave it a 4 stars. Then I saw another thriller on TikTok, and it was The Wife Stalker by Liv Constantine. I haven't read anything else by her. I gave it a 4 stars. It felt very Frida-ish, so it was like perfect vibe. And then I went back to Frida to finish out this month. I read One by One by Frida McFadden. I gave that a 4 stars. And then I read Dream On by Jennifer Hartman. That's the first Jennifer Hartman I read. I did really enjoy it. And so I got a physical copy as a sample on TikTok, but then I purchased an Audible version of it. And I really enjoyed it. So I will probably be reading more by her. And then I went back to Frida. So then I read The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden, which made me feel and think a lot about Saving Noah by Lucinda Berry. Yeah. I gave that, I want to say I gave it a 4 stars. I didn't write it down. Then Keely told me about The Gift, which is literally like a 1 hour Audible. And I read that by Frida McFadden. That's just a novella. I gave it a 3.75, I believe. It is what it is. It was like a Christmas novella. And then the last one I just finished was The Devil Wears Scrubs, I believe it's called, by Frida McFadden. I'm probably going to give that, or no, I did rate it. I gave it a 3.75. That is the first Frida book that I've read that's different. It has, well, I don't want to spoil it, but it's just completely different. So I didn't dislike it. It just like, I was like, this is different. And I don't know what the order is. I don't know when she wrote that one. I need to go look. But yeah, so I think that's 18 books. I am actually at 90 books for the year, so I only need to read 10 more books to hit 100, which was never my goal. My goal was 60. And next year my goal still won't be 100 because I like to set my goal low. But yeah, I will have another video with our podcast reads for November and then December. And then I will post a November TBR on what I'm planning on reading this month. And yeah, so that is my October recap. I'm so sad spooky season's over. It's near and dear to my heart. But I hope you guys had a good reading month as well.